Hello everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw Marshmello. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself to try to make sure I have everything where I want it, and then I'll draw something for you. So for me, I just do this just so pretty much I can see it. It's so thin and so light that you might not be able to see what it is, but it helps me to make sure that I put everything in its right place, and also so I don't forget stuff. And once I start to draw darker, I'm going to switch over to a Sharpie so you can actually see what's going on and see more detail. But for now, I'm just doing this just to make sure I have everything where I want it, and to make sure that I make it a fun pose too. Because sometimes it gets boring of just standing there. It's okay, but we want him to be cool because he's Marshmello, right? So we want to make sure everybody looks cool in Fortnite. Well, they already look cool in Fortnite, right? That's why we're drawing them. The designers did a really good job of making all the characters look really cool, and to continue to make them look cool, which is why we want to keep drawing them and want to keep playing them. So this might be it. I think I have all I really need. Just for my quick sketch version, and then we can switch over. Okay, so I'm done with that, so I'm going to switch over to some Sharpies so you can see now. And you can use a pencil or start with a Sharpie like me. I know where everything's going to be, so I'm just going to start drawing on the paper now. So I'm going to give him his big square head. So we're just going to draw a big square right here towards the top. I'm going to curve it just a little bit. Curve it down just a little bit too. Just because that's how his head is. You know, it's got the round hole that he can put his head in. And for the eyes, it's basically X's, but with big bulbous parts at the end. So I'm basically going to do that. I'm just going to do some X's, and then I'm going to come back and make it look like Marshmello. So I'm going to make it bigger around here, so I'm going to trace it back around again, make it big and round like that, and do the same thing here. Trace it around, do bigger like that. Same thing over here. And there's his eyes. I'll make him a little bit more of a point right there, because that's kind of there. That way it looks more like his with the points the way they are. And then we're just going to make him a smile. And his is a little bit more open, so I'm going to do it one more time and bring it down a little thicker right here. So it's kind of an open smile like that. So let's go ahead and draw the rest of him now that we know what he's going to do. And his head's kind of at this angle like that, and he's going to have his arms spread out like, hey, look at me, having fun, right? So I'm going to draw his neck and his shoulders, because I know where that's going to be. So I'm going to come down and draw the top of his shirt like that, and draw his shoulders coming out here. I'm going to draw at least to his sleeve, right there where that sleeve is. And this one, this is where his belt is across. So I'm just going to draw out like that, just a little bit less than that one, because the belt is going to come down right here. And his belt has these two packs that I'm going to draw down to, like that. And then I'm going to bring it over like this, because that's one of the packs. And we'll go ahead and just draw that square in like that. Draw a little bit of line right there, and then draw the next little square. Sorry, rectangle. That's not a square, that's a rectangle, right? So now we know we can draw the rest of it. So I'm going to draw the rest of his little strap across, and that is about where that is. So that's kind of why I did it like that. And this one I'm going to bring down and out a little bit and connect it like that, and that's where it's going around his body. So now I know the other dimensions of where I can put everything else. So let's see, let's draw the rest of his shirt now. So I'm going to draw his shoulder down to his bicep, and over to his hand. I'm sorry, his forearm is what that is, and close it out right there. All right, and he's got a little sleeve like that. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring it up, to right there to where his body's going to meet. Go ahead and just draw that like that. And there's his shirt. I like to do little things like that to show material folds. And let's do the same thing over here. Let's draw his arm. And we'll get back to that hand in a second. Then I'm going to draw his bicep, his forearm, like this. And then I'm going to see how I kind of did it like that, that little bump up. That's just to show that there's material. I kind of like to do that. So I'm going to do it like this again. I'm going to draw his elbow up to his arm, like that, where his body's going to be. And so now I'm going to go ahead and just finish out the body and just do a little bump like that. Again, that just shows the material of his shirt. Okay, and go ahead and draw the bottom of his little sweater there. So let's go ahead and draw hands. The hands I just kind of did out like this because he's kind of going, hey, look at me, let's have fun, right? So I'm going to come up for a thumb and do like that. And then the other hand, the bottom of the hand, I'm going to come out like this. And that's going to be the bottom of the hand like that. So now I pretty much just have to do a couple little bumps like this. And like that. And I'll come back and draw those fingers in a second with this sharper Sharpie that's got more detail, because this is too fat to do stuff like that. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to draw the top of the thumb and bring it in like this. I'm going to draw the bottom of the hand and bring it up like that. And connect them like this. And there's his hands. So now let's draw his little can that he has on the side, which is, again, a little thing that he carries that's got his face on it. So we'll do that in a second. Let's go ahead and finish the rest of his body. We're going to bring his leg down like this, draw his knee, like a little bump for his knee, and then we'll go ahead and draw the rest of his pants all the way down like this, and his shoe's going to be right there. So I'm going to draw his shoe like this. It's going to be a little V like that. And then the lip of his shoe, and I'm going to come down and go like this. And let's draw the back of the shoe. Let's go ahead and finish it. And I'm going to draw it up and over just a little bit. So now I know where the back of his leg is going to be, so I can go ahead and do that. We're going to stop right about there where his other leg is going to be. So we're just going to go up like this, draw a little bump for his material of his pants. And then let's draw the other one like that. So I'm going to start a little bit higher than that, come down to show that it's behind it. So like this, a little bit of a knee, out for the calf, and bring it in like this. And then we're going to draw his shoe like that, bring it out and around, and we'll add some detail in a second. So let's draw the rest of his leg here. So we're going to come up, the calf, the knee, do a little bit of bump, and bring it like that for the pants. So that's pretty much the outer line detail. I'm going to add a few more little tiny details with the sharper Sharpie. So I'm going to draw his fingers, like I said, just a couple of lines just to show that he's got fingers. And there, it's about halfway from where the thumb connects. We're going to do it like that. So just draw some fingers. No big deal. And that's good enough for the hands. So I'm going to draw a couple more little things that were in his on his belt. And then let's do those details we were talking about here. So we're going to do the same thing. Just make some X's. And then you're just going to make one end bigger, like that. And those would be his eyes. And just draw the little smiley face. And I like to make it a little thicker in the middle than it is on the edges. And let's see, this is pants. We're going to do like this. And that'll show the crease of his pants. And we're going to do the front of his pants like that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the edge of his sweater like this. Same thing there. Because he's got little lines that hold it all together. And he's got some details in his pants that we're going to draw real fast. Let's go ahead and just do something like this. Something down like this. And there's lines going all the way across. Like that. We're going to stop right about there. And so we'll do the same thing over here. Just the design of his pants. And shoes, let's go ahead and draw a few more little details, something like this. And that's like the laces that hold it together. And that is Marshmello. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.